Batman and Superman, obviously Superman would win because he's
not human.
He's an alien. He's invulnerable, and Batman is just a human being.
Right.
But in the story, you'll see there are various reasons why their powers are, evened out a little bit and made more equal. And then it's a question of, I don't want to say character, but grit and determination. And then it's a surprise in the movie, so you have to go see.
The idea behind Superman, for me, in preparation, doesn't really change from movie to movie. But with this one in particular, it was having to work doubly hard in the gym because I knew I was going up against Ben.
I cannot beat up the real Henry Cavill, so I have to settle for Superman.
There is always the sort of odds makers, Vegas odds makers, who are going to bet on who wins.
Really?
We actually know.
Okay.
And it's, I don't think...
You have to go see the movie to find out.
Right.
We don't want to give it away.
It's been an amazing journey, and for me, it's a blessing to have these two amazing actors to portray these roles because I've always been a massive fan of the comic books and of these two characters, Batman and Superman, and it's always been really a dream of mine just to have an opportunity to make a movie with Batman and Superman in it. So I've slowly manipulated the powers that be to get that to happen. And like I say, it was been a labor of love for me, but I couldn't be happier with the results. So it's really...
You're gonna go to war. That son of a bitch brought the war to us. You know you can't win this. It's suicide.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham.
When we shot their big fight, it seems, when you see it in the film, it seems really, it's like, it looks like it just flows and it's like a single moment, and but in reality, of course, when you shoot a scene like that, we shot it over weeks and weeks, and it's inside of a building where we're creating fake rain and all these things, and all these elements have to come together. So it's uncomfortable, I think, experience in a lot of ways for these guys because of the sort of meticulous nature of the photography.
In fact, what looks like a fight is actually much more of a sort of cooperation and collaboration. It actually requires that you get along quite well with the other actor so that you can figure out how to make it work, And I had a great partner in Henry, and thank God that we got along and sort of figured out how to work well together to try to make it look good. I was very fortunate to be able to work with him.
It's like dancing, right? A little bit.
A little bit.
I love dancing with Ben.
They only let me drive it a little bit.
How little?
I did get to drive it. It's very fast.
It's really expensive, so...
No driving.
It's very loud in the Batmobile,
really?
yeah. You have to wear earplugs because it's like, go deaf driving. The Batman has very limited hearing to the Batmobile experience. But it's very cool. I mean, there's nothing like being in the Batmobile and seeing the real Batmobile to make you feel like you're doing, Batman.
Yeah.
It's one of those staples of my son came visited the set, and I put him in the Batmobile, and I could see he was like, oh my God, it's like, it's the real thing. It was a thrill, and watching the sequences, the Batmobile sequences in the movie, are some of my favorite, just because there's just very little cooler in the world than the Batmobile.